Welcome back, everybody, to 31 1990s horror movies for Halloween, where I'm counting down my favorite horror movies from the 1990s. So today, we've got an animal attack film, one of the best animal attack films, and that is Arachnophobia. I used to be very arachnophobic. I did not like spiders. I did not want to see spiders. My brother would tease me by picking up a spider and throwing them at me. I did not like spiders. I'm okay with spiders now. I still have a hint of arachnophobia, but it's nowhere as near as bad as it used to be. I'm fine with spiders being around. I just don't want them to surprise me. You know, one going down from the ceiling and then So, I saw Arachnophobia back when I was arachnophobic, and oh dear God. This is a quality little horror movie. It's a quality creature feature movie. It's a quality killer animal flick. Arachnophobia is both scary and so much fun.
Yeah, that's right. I'm bad.
It's funny because when we were originally looking for it in the video store, we found it in the comedy section. Yes, you could say that Arachnophobia is a horror comedy, or mostly a horror movie with comedic elements, but it's not a comedy. I mean, there are scenes in this movie that you watch is like, no, this is not a comedy. There are funny moments in there, but there are more moments in there. Just spiders. The plot could not be simpler. A rare species of spider from an isolated segment of the rainforest makes its way to a small town in America where it starts breeding with the local spiders, creating this new species of spiders that are deadly. Like the most venomous spiders you could possibly think of. One bite and you're dead in seconds. And I love that because it adds to the threat. You know, it's always terrifying to have a painful death in a horror movie, but also having a horror movie where there's no hope of surviving whatever's going to happen to you, that's equally as scary. It's like in 28 Days Later, as soon as someone gets bitten by a zombie, they're going to turn into a rage zombie. In Arachnophobia, if they get bitten by a spider, they're going to turn into a rage spider. They're going to instantly die. The characters in this movie are very likable. It has that typical small town feel. And yeah, you have your silly characters in this movie, but deliberately silly. This is a movie where the comedy mixes so well with the horror. It kind of feels like mixing a Stephen King movie with a Steven Spielberg movie. It doesn't have completely the same feel of a Stephen King movie. It definitely would feel more Spielberg than King, but it does have a few elements that make it feel like a Stephen King movie, a little bit. There are a lot of scenes that make you squirm, like the scene where there's a spider in the shower and it jumps on this woman, and when that happens, you can almost feel the little legs on your face as they're on her face. And this is a sequence where you kind of can believe the Jaws angle of this. Like, there are no spiders that are this poisonous around, and it's something that the people in the town are unaware of. It's not like in Jaws, where you know there's a shark out there and it could easily kill people. These people don't know that this spider is loose in the town. So it makes a little more sense that people are skeptical at first. You're still frustrated with people for being skeptical, but you can understand the skepticism because people don't know that this spider is around, but at the same time you're frustrated because there is something going on and you wish the people who are skeptical would take it a little more seriously. But that part goes by pretty quickly, and then it eventually gets to the point where everybody believes in the main character who knows that there's something serious going on. And that's kind of refreshing, that the skepticism goes away early on in the movie. But then we lead to the Spider House of Horrors, which is one of the worst scenes in any horror. I mean, one of the best scenes in any horror movie, but it's worse as in it's bad, especially if you have any form of arachnophobia. Just spiders all over the place. The amount of spiders in this movie, very impressive. And they used real spiders for this movie, and they didn't kill any spiders for this movie. I mean, there were spiders who died of natural causes, and that's what they used for scenes of spiders getting stepped on and stuff like that. But they managed to not kill any spiders while making this movie, and that's very impressive.
Never a moment's peace.
It's like getting the amount of spiders to crawl around in this movie. It's kind of incredible, and it builds to this insane man versus spider scene in the basement of this house in the third act. It's crazy, but at the same time, it's awesome. I am fine with spiders now, but the arachnophobia still kind of gets under my skin, and I'm not ashamed to admit that. I mean, spiders look creepy. I kind of like spiders now, again, as long as they don't surprise me, but I will always be a little nervous around spiders just because I used to be very arachnophobic. But Arachnophobia it's a solid horror movie. It's a solid creature feature, and I think well worthy of being on a watch list for a Halloween horror-thon. So yes, Arachnophobia, one of the best spider movies ever made, if not the best spider movie ever made. It's a fun horror movie, it's a creepy horror movie, it has the right amount of fun and scares. Where can you go wrong? I think you can't go wrong with watching Arachnophobia this Halloween season.
Thank God. Don't mention it.